has slowed courtrooms big time. WDSU Investigates has found that at New Orleans Municipal Court, the open case count stands at more than 700,000.
Unbelievable. Many of these cases can no longer even be prosecuted. But as our Greg LaRose has discovered, the accused are far from being free and clear.
Public defenders say a 28-year-old New Orleans man was being released from jail a few weeks ago when he was rebooked and spent 4 extra days behind bars. The reason? A 10-year-old warrant from municipal court. It was for truancy from when he was still in high school. And even though he had brought his diploma to court 10 years ago to prove he graduated, the truancy charge somehow stayed on his record. A routine police traffic stop in New Orleans could end with a surprise trip to jail. A few are among the thousands of people haunted by ghost warrants. They're attached to municipal court cases that are so old, the deadline for prosecutors to try them has long since passed. But for the accused, they just can't put the past behind them.
It is a constant state of fear that people live in, and it is an ongoing cycle that never goes away.
Lauren Anderson is the supervising attorney at Municipal Court for Orleans Public Defenders. She's been there since 2012 and has seen the ghost warrant count soar since then.
When I first started, I remember seeing the number at like 34,000, and it just seems to go up and up and up and up every year.
Municipal Court's ghost warrant total now stands north of 55,000, nearly the same as last year thanks to Anderson's efforts to erase these dated cases. She says cases with ghost warrants make up just a fraction of the backlog. As of this month, there are nearly 740,000 open cases in municipal court, and Anderson says only about 20% of those can be brought to trial. The rest are either too old or there are key documents missing, like traffic tickets that are no longer in court records.
Been going on for years.
Municipal Court Judge Robert Jones admits the mountain of open cases is daunting.
I've been in the building 40-odd years, right. It was a problem back in '79 and continues to be a problem.
The judge wants to take steps to eliminate the massive caseload. He's pushed for the creation of a community court that would connect offenders with social services. Rather than impose fines they can't afford to pay. Jones said a good community court candidate was an alleged shoplifter who appeared before him last week. He was accused of committing 9 offenses in 12 months.
What the city needs or government needs is a team of social workers to find out why does he have to steal to survive.
Jones's proposal needs approval from the legislature. That faces tough odds, and it would only address future defendants. As for purging decades worth of outdated cases, that falls to the city attorney's office, the prosecutor in municipal court. There's been some back and forth between the court and the city attorney, who said only judges can remove ghost warrants. Jones says the city attorney can make entire cases go away.
They have the authority to dismiss anything, and they certainly should dismiss cases that cannot be prosecuted.
The mayor's press secretary said in an email the city attorney is willing to review the inventory of cases that are beyond the statute of limitations, but it will need the court's help to identify which cases to examine. That effort has to take into account current limitations around resources and personnel, the mayor's office says. Lauren Anderson, the public defender, tells us what exacerbates ghost warrants is that the criminal justice system hasn't taken a step back to figure out what originally caused the problem, nor are they taking the time to figure out how to fix it now. For WDSU Investigates, I'm Greg LaRose.
And WDSU investigative reporter Emily Lane has an in-depth look at ghost warrants at municipal court. You can read it right now at WDSU.com.
All right, and we're